Hello everyone, my name is Q and today I'm going to basically show you how to use your auxes in order to send and return time-based and effects processing. And time-based processing is effects like reverb, delay, chorus, flanger, things that are going to affect the timing of your signal. So whatever signal you're sending to that processor, that's what's going to be affected. And I'm going to show you how to use the auxes here in Kong. And the first thing you want to do is to go ahead and add a mixer, Kong, and the time-based effect that you want to use in to be processed in Kong. And what I'm going to show you here today is also applicable in the mixer as well. You notice that in the mixer you have your 4 aux sends, so you can generate effects on those aux sends. So I have a reverb on my whole redrum, and then I can turn that up and down on any of these channels, but I'm only using it, well, actually I'm using it on the redrum on channel 3, but notice that channel 1 aux send, I can use those on all of those. So after today you'll be able to do that as well. So now that you have your mixer, your Kong, and your reverb, or whatever other effect you want to send out, because this is going to work on any other effect. And now that you have that added in, go ahead and hit tab to turn this around, and notice here in the left hand corner of your Kong that you have your aux sends out. And if you don't see this bottom portion, click on this little arrow here to show the main drum effects, and it's going to show you the bottom portion of that. So you're going to send your signal out of the redrum into the reverb. So as of this point, it should look like this. So click and drag, and you're bringing your signal into the reverb. So now that's where your signal is. It's just going to the reverb and it's not coming back. So if you try to, play it now, you're not going to hear it. I'm going to turn this down, tweak that for the moment, and you should hear something like that as of this point, but that's not what you want. You want that reverb to be processed on that signal. But in order to get that reverb processed on your signal, you have to send it back out of the reverb into the Kong. So think of it like this. It's like putting in a CD. If you just press play, you're not going to hear anything if you don't have a CD put in the CD player. You have to insert a CD, you have to put it in, press play, and then you're going to hear what's coming out. So in this case, you're sending out all these patches out of the reverb, but you don't have it going back until you have it coming back out of the reverb. So it's going out of the Kong, into the reverb, back out of the reverb, back into the Kong. So that signal has been processed at the reverb. So it's flat here. Then once it goes to the reverb, you can tweak the reverb as you want, how wet, how dry, how large, how small you want it. Reverb is basically how far things are going to sound away from the mixer, how far it basically makes things sound further away. So then you process it there, and you have it processed and going back into the Kong. So that's pretty cool. And it's dry now, and the more I increase the level here on the aux 1 where I sent the reverb, the more reverb that I'm going to be getting here. And I like that large room sound. And I want that boingy bottom end bass sound, so I'm going to turn the pitch down, turn the tone down, and I got one of those big bass sounds. That's pretty much it. Notice also that if you want this effect on the other patches that you gotta ignite the levels on the auxes as well on those particular patches. So that's pretty cool that you have individual control of each patch. So play with that the way you like it. And you know, there you have it. Also, same goes for the mixer. Just send it out. Send your signal out into the aux on the mixer and back out to your return, and you can add however much you want. So this basically becomes your wet dry mix, and the same for this on the comm. This is pretty much your wet dry mix. How much of that reverb do you want? Alrighty, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments or requests, please feel free to make those in the comments area. Q here checking out, and I will be doing another video soon, so stay posted.